Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to A1 Hoop Zone. Just wanted to touch base with you all and give a post-trade deadline reaction video, along with talking about the buyout market as well. Let's talk about it. So, a little late, but better late than never. I would say the biggest and most impactful trade that everybody's aware of already. Let's talk about this 76ers. The Nets committed robbery on the 76ers. You know, it was a stick up with no mask, man. You got James Harden going to the 76ers, and you got the Nets receiving Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and then you got a 2022 first round pick and a 2027 first round pick. If I believe one of those picks are unprotected as well, so we all know what that means. Uh, no clue how the Nets pulled this off, but hats off to them, man. Their GM deserves a GM of the Year award right away. So let's give that to him. Daryl Morey, not sure, quite frankly, how he's going to have a job by the end of 2022. Not calling for the man's job, but if I was a Philly fan, if it doesn't work out, I would be, yeah, let's leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna leave it there. Well, let's continue, man. But yeah, I definitely would have to say the Nets absolutely won that trade scenario, trade situation. Shouts out to them. Hoping we can see Kyrie back on the court full time. Hoping KD makes a full recovery, and very curious to see how it plays out. I mean, everybody's already written in stone saying it's over for the season, it's over for the league. But hey, they still got to mesh. They still got to play together. We still got to see what happens. So I'm gonna leave that there, man. And I'm excited to see hopefully some great basketball come out of the East, and excited to see. I'm pretty sure the Milwaukee is absolutely scratching their head and saying, why in the world would Philly do this? And I'm sure Philly fans are probably thinking the same. But then again, Philly is like, hey, if we're not gonna get there, nobody's gonna get there. So we'll see what happens. In this case, we got Daniel Tice. Looks like he's going back to the Celtics, which is interesting. But the key thing to me that I found interesting is Dennis Schroeder getting traded to the traded to the Rockets, along with Enes Freedom and Bruno Fernando. If I'm not mistaken, Enes Freedom has actually been waived already by the Rockets, so he's on the market. For any teams that are available looking for a skilled big man. I think he should focus more on playing basketball and getting out there and displaying his talents instead of taking the shots he's taking. But nonetheless, I mean, everybody deserves their stance for where they believe or have their beliefs on the stances. So not knocking him, just hoping he can get back on the court and display his talents. The next one, man, another head scratcher here that probably kind of actually Milwaukee puts them a little bit more at ease of it. As the Milwaukee made a trade with the Clippers. Milwaukee is getting Serge Ibaka, second round pick, actually 2 second round picks, and cash considerations as well. So I think Ibaka will be a great fit with Milwaukee. He's definitely a guy, obviously Serge Ibaka at one point. So he brings a lot to the floor. He's a space. He can knock down shooter from mid range. Definitely can space the floor, stretch out to the shooting a three as well. Great defender, good free throw shooter, great rebounder. So they're getting a skilled big man to go along with their big roster that they already have. Now Milwaukee is giving up Rodney Hood and Samai Ojale. So very, very curious to see how that's going to pan out and what that's going to be like. Rodney Hood has bounced around from team to team. I think he got injured and wasn't able to kind of get back, or he hasn't lived up to the expectations so far. But hoping, man, wishing him the best of luck, and hoping that he's able to again display his talents. Display his talents, his shooting prowess, and make a return, man. Also, the Milwaukee let go of Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Jackson, and or not Josh Jackson. They let go of Dante DiVincenzo, and he went to the Kings. Or no, he went to. I think it all happened simultaneously. So let's just say this: Dante DiVincenzo is now a part of the Kings lineup, along with Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles. I believe it was a three-team deal: Milwaukee, Sacramento, and the Clippers. So waiting to see what happens there. And then Marvin Bagley went to the Pistons. So yeah, it was a three-team deal. Again, we got Rodney Hood leaving Milwaukee. Simeon Ojale leaving Milwaukee, and then along with Dante DiVincenzo leaving Milwaukee, and then the Kings are getting again Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles, and the Kings are losing Marvin Bagley. So very curious to see what's going to happen there. And then also I think another noticeable, we got Montrezl Harrell going to the Hornets, and I think that's a sneaky pickup. That energy he plays with, very curious to see what happens. Definitely curious to see. And it looks like almost just about every team made a shakeup. The Suns are adding Torrey Craig to their lineup, and also Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday is a underrated, and I would say either maybe not well known, but that man can play defense just like his older brother, and also is a knockdown shooter as well. And Torrey Craig brings some toughness. So people are sleeping on the fact of him going there. Don't be surprised. Torrey Craig is definitely going to bring some toughness along with Crowder and the rest of those boys there, and he's going to be a key piece for them. You heard it here first. Trust me. Raptors looks like are getting Thaddeus Young and Drew Eubanks from San Antonio, so that's interesting there. And then the Spurs getting Goran Dragic, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's actually on the move already. He's going to be going. I can't remember where listed, but I think he's already actually on the move. And then we have the Magic are getting Bobo and PJ Dozier. So it's another. And I think in my last video I touched base on the fact that Nickeil Alexander and Hernan Gomez or Nickeil Alexander is actually going to the Jazz along with Hernan Gomez, and then the Blazers are getting Joe Ingles and Elijah Hughes. So that's huge. Joe Ingles again, smart basketball player, knockdown 3-point shooter. So I'm sure he's going to add some depth to the Blazers too. Now let's talk about this buyout market, the other potentials out there. I believe that he's young again has a potential. Derek Favors, Robin Lopez, Mike Muscala, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Knox. Again, even though it's an expiring contract, Serge Ibaka has an expiring contract, so you have a lot of pieces out here. I'm not going to say they're franchise changers, but at the same time, they're key fits for the right team. And speaking of that, Kent Bazemore, DeAndre Jordan, Jeremy Lamb, who else we got? Paul Millsap, John Wall, Westbrook. I mean, there's options. It's going to be tough to move, Westbrook with that 40 something million this year and 40 something million next year. There's not too many teams that'll take that. So we'll have to, watch this market, keep a keen eye on it. But I would hope to see. I got to go to my fandom here. My Lakers make a move, get off that Kent Bazemore, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, almost the whole roster at this point. I'm just kidding. Semi-kidding, I guess. It was also reported that the Lakers turned down a deal from the Rockets offering John Wall for Westbrook. And I believe the Rockets also were asking for a 2027 first rounder, or they were asking for a first round pick as well. And the Lakers said no. I don't think it was smart for them to do. I think they should have gave it up. My reason being is the fact that there's a shakeup that needs to happen to change the morale of the Lakers right now. As of right now, Lakers are playing uninspired basketball, sloppy basketball, and just very lethargic and lackadaisical basketball. And they're not having fun. So I think for them, they need a major change in that locker room. Some trade needs to happen, whether, I guess I can't say whether. At this point, they need to make a trade, and or into the buyout market and see what they can do. I would have loved to seen the John Wall for Westbrook. Again, my reason being is just that I feel that John Wall brings a different dynamic. It's a different voice, different energy, different ego. Higher IQ. From a defensive standpoint, John Wall's a better defensive player as well. And he can give you dang near the exact same numbers. He can give you triple doubles, and those lead to wins. So I think that the Lakers should have pulled the trigger on making that trade, or even interest of again, something has to happen to change the morale and boost the morale in that locker room. And right now we're not getting it. So let's keep an eye out. Appreciate everyone stopping by. I just wanted to get a quick reaction video out to you about these trades. I'll make sure I do a better job of staying on top of it and getting it out to you so you hear it here first. Appreciate you stopping in the A1 Hoop Zone. Thank you for rocking with me. Hit that like button. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. Provide feedback. Let me know who you think is a good buyout, good trade possibility. Let me know what trades did happen for your team that you consider your best team, or what trades that can be made for your team as well. Just let me know, and I'll be seeing each and every one of you in the comment section. Again, thank you for stopping through A1 Hoop Zone, and I'll see you guys later.